In the land of Nigeria, long ago, there was a small village called Okunaife. The people of Okunaife were known for farming and fishing. They lived close to a wide forest, where streams flowed and birds sang every morning. Life in the village was simple, and the people were content. But at the edge of the village, there was a place feared by many. It was called Omioku, a river that was not formed by nature. The elders always said, this river was not made by God. It was made by man. And every man-made thing carries its tears. The story of the river began many years before. In those days, a man named Obiora lived in Okunaife. He was strong, hardworking, and loved by his people. But Obiora carried a heavy burden. He had no child of his own, though he and his wife, Neka, prayed day and night. They visited priests, poured libations, and cried to the gods, yet the womb of Neka remained closed. One night, when the moon was full, Obiora sat alone by the forest path, weeping. His tears fell like rain. He cried, "What is the worth of a man if his name will not continue? What is the use of my strength if I leave no child to inherit it?" His pain was deep, and his cries reached even the spirits of the land. An old wanderer, who many believed to be more than human, appeared before him. The man's eyes were red like fire, and his voice was calm like the wind after rain. He said to Obiora, "If you cannot create life, then create a path for life. Dig the earth, let water flow, and build a river with your hands. That river shall carry your name." Obiora listened. From that night, he began to dig. Day after day, with his bare hands and a cutlass, he cleared the soil. People laughed at him. They said, "A river is the work of God, not man. Obiora has lost his mind." But Obiora did not stop. His wife, Neka, stood by him, carrying food, holding the lantern at night, encouraging him when his body grew weak. Years passed. Slowly, water gathered in the path Obiora had dug. It flowed from the hills, filling the channels he had made. What began as a small stream became a wide river. The people of Okunaife marveled. They said, "Truly, the gods have blessed him." But the elders shook their heads. "No," they warned, "this is not the work of the gods. This is the tears of a man." The river, Omioku, brought blessings. The villagers fished in it, watered their farms, and children played along its banks. Yet, something strange began to happen. Each year, when the rains became heavy, the river grew wild. It would rise above its banks and swallow farmlands. Sometimes, it would carry away goats and chickens. On darker days, it even claimed the lives of men. The people began to fear Omioku. Some said it was cursed. Some said it was angry. The priest explained, "It is the spirit of Obiora's tears. When a man makes what only God should make, it must carry sorrow." Obiora himself changed. He grew older, but his eyes always looked empty. Though he had made a river, he still had no child. He would sit by Omioku at sunset, watching the water rush, and whisper, "You are my son. You are my legacy. Yet, you bring tears to my people." When Obiora died, the villagers buried him by the banks of Omioku. They said he could not be separated from the river he created. That night, the river overflowed more than ever before, as though it was weeping with him. Some swore they heard a voice in the waters crying, "I was born of sorrow, and sorrow I will give." From that day, the river carried both life and death. Fishermen still cast their nets, but before they touched the water, they poured libation and prayed, "O Omioku, tears of a man, be gentle with us." Farmers watered their crops but built dikes to keep the floods away. Mothers warned their children never to play too close. Even now, when the moon is full, people say the spirit of Obiora walks along the riverbank, his head bent, his eyes filled with tears. They say if you listen carefully, you will hear him whispering to the waters, "Forgive me." And so, the river Omioku remains. It is both a blessing and a curse. It feeds the land, yet it carries sorrow. It is the memory of a man who tried to create what only God could give. And to this day, the people of Okinaif remind their children, never forget the tears of a man-made river. For everything made by sorrow must return sorrow.